President Obama has come up with what he calls an AFPAC strategy. Do you believe it's an adequate solution for the problem, or do you think it could end up exacerbating the problem?
No, I don't agree with this AFPAC solution at all, because we are being bracketed with Afghanistan. Afghanistan has hardly any governance. It is out of control. And also, may I add, there is an Indian connection also in the terrorism and extremism. There is extremism within India in the Muslim youth, and that has linkages with these. It is developing linkages with others. So therefore, and the Kashmir issue also. Therefore, I would like to say that we have to, if we want to finally go against terrorism and extremism and solve it in its short-term and long-term perspective, we have to look at events in India, Pakistan and Afghanistan.
So are you suggesting...
So I am totally against this AFPAC.
Are you suggesting that in fact AFPAC should be broadened to include Kashmir, maybe India as a whole?
Yes, absolutely.
But then what would that do to the bilateral peace process between India and Pakistan? Wouldn't it shatter it?
No, we are talking of acting holistically against terrorism and extremism. Now, if we were to only resolve Pakistan, Afghanistan and the borders at frontier, these, what you are talking of, Lashkar-e-Taiyiba, Jaish Mohammed, they are there because of Kashmir. And also they are there now, they have sympathies with the Muslim youth because they think that they are being alienated, they are being underprivileged, etc. So how does this get solved? So we, as far as Pakistan is concerned, these same people, the same extremist organizations will have a lot to continue on whatever their path that they are following. So therefore, India has to be brought into, I am sorry to be saying this to you, but I said this even when I went to India, and I've been saying it in all my interviews. I don't mean to undermine India at all, but we have to take a holistic view of terrorism and extremism and solve its roots in the longer perspective.
Isn't there a contradiction between what you said to me in part 2 of this interview and what you're saying now? In part 2 you spoke about the understandings on the back channel and your hope that if leaders are willing and the spirit is there, they can be revived. Those were essentially bilateral understandings that would have led to solutions of problems between Delhi and Islamabad. Now, you're talking about, in a sense, regionalizing or internationalizing the Kashmir problem by making it part of AFPAC.
All this solution of Kashmir actually strikes at the root of extremism in our society. So if we solve Kashmir dispute, we are contributing very substantially towards reduction of extremism in the society, in Pakistan society.
But what I'm pointing out is that can you both hope to revive the back channel that you've talked about in such detail,
why not?
And at the same time want to make Kashmir part of AFPAC?
Why not? What is the problem?
Because one's bilateral, the other's multilateral.
Okay, I didn't talk of Kashmir, it's only Kashmir. The AFPAC issue on dealing with terrorism and extremism, India needs to be brought into it, right? Now, I didn't talk of Kashmir. Now, when India is in it and we are talking of terrorism and extremism. If anyone, why is Lashkar-e-Taiyiba there? How can we take the carpet from under their feet? Why is Jaish Mohammed there? Basically because of Kashmir, and now also because of the situation with the Muslim minority in India. So these things need to be resolved.